Hey there everyone, welcome to the grand finals here at Liberty Land between Energy Esports and Bravado Gaming. For those who can't see the scoreboard, it's currently 1-0 to Bravado Gaming, taking the winner bracket advantage that they got for being undefeated all the way through the tournament up to now. And this is going to be a cracker of a game. My name is Noxville. Joining me is going to be none other than DeMoNiK. DeMoNiK, are you out there? Can you hear me? Is your network and internet working?
Absolutely, perfectly clear. Very excited to be here, and what a final we have on our hands as well.
Yeah, so just take us through like some of the games that you were casting earlier, the losers bracket final. What you have to say about that?
NSD managed to out Energy East, or they managed to get through blue, and Energy Esports last night took blue in a very exciting set of 2 games that I believe you casted. I was the stats man for. And they sort of carried on that momentum this morning against managing to out LIB 2-1. The game 3 was extremely convincing from Energy Esports. They showed form and they looked to be on form that I have not seen from them for an extremely long time. So I'm extremely excited to get into this final. Obviously, we've got 9 out of 10 players here as well from our last year's Do Gaming Championships. I think just Random Hero is the only one that wasn't in that final.
Yeah, and I just spotted this out, but it seems that Habibi has changed his nickname to Noxville. A little bit of a rat coming forward from him. But yeah, I mean, it is shaping up to be a cracker. Let's have a look at the bans coming forward. We have the Doombringer, and we have the Lycanthrope getting banned up by BVD Emotion. At the same time, Ember Spirit and Invoker. So Batrider is still in the pool, and that's maybe something that both teams will be looking for. Centaur Warrunner was the first pick from BVD Emotion. Energy Quick to Respond, Ancient Apparition, and Potom. So all the pixel bands are pretty much out of the top 15 most pixel banned heroes in the competitive scene in the entire world. And yeah, looking like a decent start. Which side would you rather be on at this just at this stage? Okay, now the second pick comes in. Ruins it a little bit, but would you rather Nyx Assassin, Centaur Warrunner, or Ancient Apparition Mirana?
Oh, I think Centaur, I'm not sure. I really like the Mirana pick and the Centaur Warrunner pick, especially from either side. At this moment, I would probably go towards the Centaur Warrunner just because we might see that Nyx Assassin in a solo role, but most likely we're going to see the Centaur Warrunner running in that off lane. And he's just such a strong hero. His ulti just gives your team such movement in team fights, or even if you're in trouble, just to get out of dodge. And often when combined up with Dazzle, as we see it banned from Energy Esports, Dazzle's a really strong in combination with the Centaur Warrunner. Just the heal and the ability to keep him from dying and healing him up is extremely strong. So it's good to see that that's not going to make it into the pool. And the Batrider ban coming out quite late, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the second phase, and we saw that BVD Emotion didn't want to actually go for it. They rather banned it out. A mid hero is still required for Energy Esports, and with the Dazzle ban coming forward from them, we're not really sure what's going to happen in the lanes here. I wouldn't be surprised to see BVD maybe playing their ultra greedy strats that they normally like Centaur or in a safe lane. I wouldn't be surprised to see some split push coming in here from the BVD Emotion side. Maybe we're going to see Nature's Prophet coming forward, or even that Nagasiren.
I was about to say Nagasiren is still in the pool with that Visage last ban. So, and both teams have run Nagasiren in this tournament in that mid role, if I'm not mistaken, the Art Easy style of.
Yeah, so Shadow Demon gets picked up here. So Energy have got a very strong tri lane, and with these 3 heroes here, just as we're doing this, let's have a quick shout out to all the players in the tournament, the ones who fed, the ones who didn't feed, and everyone in between. I guess big shout out has to go to Synergy, moving all those tables and doing a lot of work for all the spectators. So thanks to him.
Glad to see Calvin's doing some work. Excellent.
Yeah, and I can hear some annoying pings coming forward. Yeah.
Reserve time.
What would you imagine that Bravado Emotion is going to go here? Do you think they're going to go for the Nagasiren pick? I mean, Doom is still in the pool as well, which might be an option. No, actually, Doom got first banned. I'm lying.
Yeah.
I've lied.
I think that Nyx Assassin is currently scheduled as a support and Centaur for the safe lane. Maybe an aggressive tri lane. They're going to go Rubik. Like, Rubik and Nyx Assassin are like a classic combination coming out here. And it's a pairing of supports that we very, very often see. That is assuming that Nyx is a support and not as off-lane hero. There's a Centaur Warrunner. They could go in the off-lane. I have a feeling that they're going to play it greedy and maybe safe lane farm that. It's such a strong 1v1 hero, and there's very few heroes in the game, even off-laners, that can deal with it. Nyx Assassin is one of them, and they happen to have it on their side. So Storm Spirit getting picked up here, and lots of heroes that look from left to right, except the Mirana right to left. So TA getting picked up here for BVD, and this is a Steam hero of absolute note. The question is this a Duke? Are we going to see Templar Assassin maybe move into one of the side lanes, farming it up? I don't think so. I think that this is a Steam hero. It's strong against Storm Spirit. Refraction is good against Storm. There's no like tick damage on the side of Energy Esports except for that Shadow Demon. And I guess the Ancient Apparition Cold Feet, although we really just don't see Cold Feet getting skilled up that much. Maybe we'll see 1 point put into it early on.
Yeah, I mean, TA, we've seen teams like Navi maybe run Funnick in an aggressive try-lane with that TA, which is a possibility. I mean, they could do it, but I suspect that that's a Seam hero. Seam is such a beast on that TA, and he's shown in the past that he knows exactly how to play that hero, so I'm sure that will most likely be his pick. Are we going to see an aggressive try-lane coming out for Bravado Motion? I think that's the question on the cards. At the moment, Energy Esports have a fairly good defensive tri-lane though, if they decide to run the Mirana, Shadow Demon, Ancient Apparition in the safe lane.
I like the Morphling ban here. I think it would be very, very good if Bravado were going for the safe lane farm.
Yeah.
I think that this could be a little bit of an elaborate juke though. I think that's the problem. Okay, so earlier on I suggested that maybe we're going to see some split push. That said, Mirana and Storm Spirit are very, very excellent against it. So is the Ancient Apparition, even once he's got up level 6 and level 11. If he plays a greedy, gets an early Aghanim Scepter, he's going to be just fine in dealing with that type of split push. So maybe not suited for this game, but Storm Spirit certainly a strong hero. It's shutting down those type of heroes, the kind of split push heroes. Clockwork gets banned out. You're going to see the last pick coming up here for Energy Esports. This is a best of 5 finals, and Bravado Gaming starting 1-0 up because of their winners bracket advantage.
I think we may see a last pick Darkseer coming out from Ian. They've run it in the last couple of series that I've seen them play. And it'll go with their theme of being blue and purple, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think that Darkseer is just an incredible hero. Such a strong potential to just turn... Like, you can be losing a game, and it's the type of hero which can just win you the game, like, in one big team fight.
And also happens to be really good against TA, don't forget.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be seeing it run mid. Maybe this will be in a bit of a juke, and we'll see an aggressive tri-lane come out by Energy with the Shadow Demon, Mirana, Ancient Apparition, and safe lane Storm Spirit with a mid Darkseer. But I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I think that there's a lot of viable options out here for both sides, and Bravado Motion are the king of elaborate jukes. I mean, they're not full of jukes, but they do certainly have a huge amount of jukes up their sleeve.
Yeah, Scant has always been known for his jukes.
There's quite a contingent of people watching this game, both on the Ian and Bravado side. There's posters all around, kind of creating a little spectator area. There's also a big screen projector in the front for people who want to tune in there with audio commentary. And Energy players don't have that many people behind them. I think that there's a lot of support going in. I mean, Energy and Bravado are top at all 3 of the titles, COD, Dota and CS, and the CS finals are on at the moment. Last I heard, things were all tied up at 2 maps apiece. I'm not 100% sure if that's right. I was under the impression it was 2-1, but apparently from 2 reliable people, it's 2-2, and they're in the final map. So yeah, I mean, it's Bravado versus Energy here is really just the theme of this entire event, kind of the key story of these 2 clans. Timbersaw finally comes out, which is 5 seconds to go. So offlane Timbersaw versus Centaur, not really a very fun lane in the greater scheme of things.
Timbersaw doesn't do bad against these strength heroes that are sort of coming into favor, like Wraith King and Centaur Warrior, just because of the stat loss that comes with Whirling Death combined with the true damage abilities that Timbersaw has to offer. He's quite good, and I remember, gosh, was it Ian? It was one of the games last night that I believe a Timbersaw and a Centaur Warrior. I think it was one of the games that I casted, and the Timbersaw did surprisingly well. I think it was Cloud up on that Timbersaw at the time. And
yeah, we have last pick coming in is the Nature's Prophet. This is actually, I'm very surprised to see who's going to do this. Centaur picked up by Shaquille O'Neal, also known as Donny. And Seam is going to be handling that TA. Flares, I think, yeah, he picks up the Nature's Prophet. We'll run through the sides in just a moment. Whose draft do you favor at the moment and why?
I mean, both drafts have good mobility. They have heroes that can pop in and out of battle. I mean, Nature's Prophet with the TP, Sentinel Warrunner's obviously got his ultimate. I think it's really going to come down to initiation in this game, and if Emotion can drag this game on, it might be good for them just because of the split push potential they have now with the Nature's Prophet. But Ian are not going to have any problems holding back lanes of push, so I actually am not... I like both drafts. I think both are really good, and it's going to be a hell of a game.
Oh yeah, I'll take us through the side of Ian. We're going to have people are just mixing up their nicks as they see appropriate here. But yeah, it's going to be Ian Blob, also known as Let's Get Party, going to be on the Ancient Apparition. Zero following shortly behind on the Shadow Demon. Klitzy Bananas on the Marana as expected. Mid lane is going to be, this is for Doron, also known as Shanks. And finally, last but not least, it's going to be Random Hero in the top on Timbersaw.
And on the side of BVD Emotion, we've got Shaquille O'Neal, aka Donny Beast, up on the Center Warrunner. We're going to have BVD Scant taking up the role of that support Nyx Assassin. We're going to have Noxville, aka Chosen One? Habibi is going to be, he's playing under the name of Ben, but he is going to be up on that Rubik. We're going to have Seam, the solo middle, taking up that TA Assassin as expected, Templar Assassin, and Flares is going to be running in the off lane on that Nature's Prophet.
Well, this is going to be quite a hard lane for Nature's Prophet. He's been quite a lot of stats items. Going to go, judging by his items, he's looking like he's going to be rushing Dagon. He's got the components of a Null Talisman, a little bit of pooled regen, and he's picked up Treant's level 1, so he's not going to go for any Sprite shenanigans in this bottom lane.
Yeah, and I expect nothing less from Flares to go for a Dagon. I think we've seen it a few times on his Nature's Prophet in recent games.
And this makes an interesting matchup here. It's going to be Centaur Warrunner going up against Timbersaw. Nyx Assassin's probably going to be pulling, and maybe Rubik's going to be able to come in the early levels to make a kill on him. But yeah, this mid lane, so important. TA versus Storm Spirit.
We see the early smoke coming up from BVD. They got to look to get rid of this Storm Spirit as early as possible as they rotate towards the mid lane here.
Yeah, at the same time, Energy is smoking towards the bot lane. They want to get a kill on Flares. He's going to get revealed out. Zera just being out of range. And the smoke hasn't been dissipated here. They're waiting for Doron to move forward. And unfortunately for them, the creep equilibrium is a little bit awkward. They're moving forward now. Doron's running in the perfect direction, and it's going to just be a gang averted for both sides here. Blaze is abandoning the off lane. He's going straight into the jungle here.
Yeah, I think that's probably the good move from him. He's going to have nothing but pain if he decides to stick around bottom. So he should just get into that jungle and get up as many creeps as possible. Maybe look towards that early Midas.
We see Let's Get Party just making a pull here in the bot lane. Single pull, although no doubt he will tango through and starts the second pull. Just a moment. Same time, Habibi in the top lane. Going to be pulling in this Centaur camp. Only managing to... does manage to catch up all the creeps there.
Oh, wow.
It's a hard camp, so nice work by him there. Random Hero in the top lane, 1-on-1 versus Centaur. At the moment, it's Centaur at the 9-for-1. Timbersaw is only 1-for-0, so he's having a little bit of a rough time to start off here. Timbersaw base damage 53 compared to 65, much easier time for the Centaur Warrunner. And Scant has moved into this off lane. So, as I was saying earlier, very greedy rotations coming out from Bravado, very greedy draft. I mean, they have a pushing Nature's Prophets in a competitive game. This is like, I mean, we don't see this very often, but we sometimes see it when the lane is incredibly hard. Scant could be in a lot of trouble here. He's tangoing through. I think we're going to see the first blood coming out here.
Yeah, I don't think he has much hope of survival. Oh, he does stun to get himself to the other side of the bush, but the Soul Catcher and the Disruption's got to go off, and I fear that he's not long for the world. The arrow does land.
He got a nice carapace off there, but Scant feeding in true fashion, and it's going to be Klitzy Bananas that gets us. So if he's rushing for Midas, this is going to really help him out a lot.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be up to Ian to put the...
Look at Klitzy Bananas creeps at the moment. It's only 9 creeps, but 5 denies, so he's doing a good job to keep the equilibrium back. And Scant TPing back into the lane.
Yeah, Podum's not the easiest a lot hit with at the lower levels. He did go for that early Vassie, which is going to help. The 6 damage helps a little bit, so...
Yeah, he might turn it into an Aquila just for the extra bit of damage. Might even go for the boots before trying to go for the Midas. And Radiant's Courier gets sniped off here by Flares in classic energy style, waiting for the Courier, and this is really, really huge. Seam is going to have, he's already got boots up. He's going to probably go back for a bottle. I'm not 100% sure if this is a bottle game for him. I would think it is, though. but he's going instead for Magic Wand and a TP scroll. So maybe not. Maybe he's just going to go full DPS and leave the rune control to be done by the supports.
Well, he picked up the 2-minute rune, so I don't see why he wouldn't go for that bottle. Let's see if it's...
Hey, there's a bottle coming out.
Yep.
Was this a bottle crow or did he just buy it up now? Because I mean, I saw his gold was on like 600 and he spent 300, so the bottle must have been bought out, and I just don't know why he'd crow if he got the 2-minute rune.
I'm not exactly sure. I assume that he had the bottle early.
I mean, he has boots up, so I thought maybe he was just afraid of ganks and decided rather be safe in this lane than greedy.
Entirely possible, but I'm not exactly sure.
Being greedy is pretty... Oh, Haystring getting pinged out in the pot lane. It's going to be Scant who's running to secure it, but Zero going to try to deny it from the hill. Not going to be able to do that given the double stack that's here, so seems to be able to pick it up as we see a kill in the top lane as Habibi makes a play on Timbersaw. So 1-1's the score. Let's have a quick look at the gold. It's about 1500 towards BBD.
Scant is maybe in some trouble here. The chilling touch has gone off and he's just going to feed again.
This is a really nice ward over here, providing some good vision just down here where Scant was coming back in.
Mid's in trouble. Doran's going to go down.
Ooh, Templar Assassin using their haste rune. That's going to be a kill for him. Action happening all over. This is kind of how Bravado like to play it, how both sides like to play it. No,
Timbersaw's in trouble at top. He's got a Timber Chain to try to get away.
Yeah,
not enough damage.
I think once we see like 1 or 2 more levels coming out here, especially on the Sentinel Warrunner, level 3 Double Edge does 325, but another 75 damage on the 4th level of that spell. Also the Stomp does a lot more damage, another 50 per level. And he doesn't have a great HP gain, I guess.
Yeah, Doran's really struggling. Shanks is really struggling in this middle without that bottle. It's currently sitting on a dead courier.
And a pause coming up by Timbersaw. We haven't seen that many pauses this tournament. There was one yesterday for about a minute and a half as one of the EN players had to restart their PC.
Yeah, the pauses this tournament have come from Dota crashing more than anything else from my side. It's there were a couple of network issues at the beginning, but it soon got sorted out fairly quickly, and then we're doing okay. I mean, Seam has had a fantastic start in this middle with 31 creep kills at 5 minutes in. I mean, he's pretty much got free farm.
I actually got frauded because for some reason the game views players as high priority, so Habibi has got my nickname as a result. I have the one in front of it.
How does that make you feel, being an imposter, Ben? I think the silence says it all. So, I mean, we're 5 minutes in. Golden XP graph. We're still heading firmly into Bravado's favor. That could just be the seam in the bush, flares in the bush. He's managed to get up a Null Talisman and a Staff of Wizardry. He's going to go for Dagon. He's got the parts. Just needs himself a recipe. I would love a waffle. Imposters. Happy Easter Sunday, everyone.
Yeah.
I hope you're enjoying your long weekend.
420 to all the viewers out there.
Happy 420 to those who understand what that means.
And yeah, a couple of the during this pause, a couple of the Bravado players have come to stand over by the casting area. We got MVP of at least one of the series we cast standing behind me at the moment. I think there's a lot of coffee going around. You can smell the coffee, you can see the coffee cups.
I have a fresh cup of brew in my hand and I'm happy to go. It's a best of 5 series that we're in for here, so gonna need plenty of caffeine to keep that voice going.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm not sure exactly what's the problem. But I think it's just a PC related issue. Or nosebleed. Who's got the nosebleed? Oh, Random Hero has got a nosebleed. So after dying in the top lane like he's done once, we gonna have a nosebleed coming out by him.
The final blood is deciding to leak from his alcohol system.
I guess this is probably one of the first times.
Well, I'm sure it'll be under control in just a few seconds. He's a manly man. Shaquille O'Neal is extremely close to his Blink Dagger. He's just 400 gold away from getting it, actually.
Yeah.
If he wants to go for that first. which could mean some trouble.
I like the positioning of the supports here on the side of Ian. First of all, it's in the jungles, and they've got good vision around here. So any smoke gangs will get scouted up by Zera. There are 3 heroes on the map and 2 off the map for Bravado. And some Hearthstone references coming down there. Yeah, I mean, I think that just avoid fire. What? Oh yeah.
Wow, references coming back in. We've got. I was a guild leader once upon a dirty time.
Looking for raid.
Looking for raid, yeah. I've been there, I've done that. You can't say that you're a gamer until you've played World of Warcraft.
And I can see Random Hero walking back towards his PC. Some big shots coming out from the it looks like the COD side and also the Counter-Strike side for Bravado. It's kind of weird here how the LAN is kind of split up. The Bravado CS side is like facing off right against the Counter-Strike side. The COD side is split quite far from between Energy and Bravado, but it's the other teams that are like literally one row apart facing off against each other here.
So Clitsman just threw off a random arrow just to check in the bush to see if anyone was hiding. The Scan's currently hiding on the other side of the tower.
Yeah, he's going to get some nice experience with this. I think he just wants the level 6 or 7 and then he can run around and make plays. Stampede gets used, they're going on top, and Random Hero is going to timber chain away. It also, I think, helped team run towards the bottom lane where the rune is possibly going to spawn in the next couple of seconds. Is he going to be lucky? No, it spawns top and it's illusion rune. Not the nicest of runes, I guess.
Yeah, so Steam's just going to send his bottle back to base, get it crowed, and Blob is heading up towards top to get that illusion rune.
Blaze is going for that level 1, fast rush on the Dagon. He's got level 1 in Sprout as well, so, you know, didn't take the second level in teleportation, so timing should be there. You should have another level up in teleportation by the time the Dagon's finished.
And that's a 6.5 minute blink dagger on our Centaur Warrunner. He's going to blink stomp, and Random Hero may be in some trouble here. Double edge goes off. He's trying to get his timber chain away. Ooh, does make it. Are we going to see flares coming in to try and get the last hit here? No, he's just going to carry on farming.
I mean, 5 armor and 80 HP that just carries on going up. In this lane, I'd like to see one more level of reactive armor. It'll mean Random Hero just can't die as easy to those type of engagements.
Yeah.
It'll actually mean that the Rubik can't get some right clicks in because it'll actually do more harm than good.
Yeah, that second point in reactive armor is quite...
Oh. This is quite brutal. The wagon just got denied from Seam, and if he had that, he would have had his hand in Midas up. He's going for I mean, I guess, calculated greed in this lane. Player's not going for the Midas, at least not immediately, so...
Yeah, Seam doesn't really feel like he's in any sort of trouble. We're going to see the zip in from Doran, but not zipping in fast enough. He's got support waiting in the wings, but it's just an ancient apparition of Shadow Demon, so they're not really going to be able to shut him down.
And this has given Nyx a little bit of an opportunity here to get some experience. He doesn't have a hell of a lot of mana, but he's about to think level 6 and just probably another wave after this. He's trying to pull the wave back as close to the safety of his tower. Also see Centaur here, Blink Dagger. They're going to want to make a play on Klitzy Bananas.
Shaquille O'Neal just being absolutely patient here. I mean, he can pretty much kill Klitzy. Just to stop double edge. He's got the slow. Bottom is going to pounce. The arrow misses.
But Flair's coming on the back line here, and he's just going to right click here. Oh, looks like they're going to turn this around. Flair's is teleported into his death. It's going to delay his Dagon quite a bit, and Klitzy Bananas is going to live. Or is he? Seam is there. There isn't going to be leap for a while here, and Seam is just trying to bring down Blob. He gets off a nice slow, and we're going to see Let's Get Party trying to avoid this as he runs away. Klitzy Bananas is actually being forced to waste quite a lot of regen there, even though he had to go all the way back to base, and then he's, you know, a little bit of wasted regen. all around. If it was I don't know if it was a sports self, but definitely not going to be helping him in any real way.
Yeah, I think it was a support salve, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was one of the A's.
But good for him, good for Glitzy to actually manage to survive there. He was on single-digit figures at some stages of that fight.
I don't see the item that just went to Timbersword bugging out here, but it is, I believe, just the mana boost.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got anything in the crow that he's just picked up now. So, Blazers get back to where he was in terms of gold just before he died. He's tipping in towards the top tower. He's going to pick up the creeps here as they move towards the tower. He's got an ulti online now, so not more potential as we see that there's a TP coming in top. It's going to be Dur on.
Oh, Blob is dead middle. He's just going to melt to a...
Yeah, TMX
is
start play there. They're going to go and play stop. Chakram coming through here, and Flares is just going to get goobed straight away. He just bought his Dagon, I believe.
Did he manage to get the recipe? Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But a tower taken in the mid tower, and the score is 5-4. But Bravado almost certainly in the gold lead here at the moment. 3,000 gold away. Stampede gets used. Zero is the one that they're going on. Going to get one click. Huge dives. I mean, it's 10 minutes in the game, and they're diving him under his tier 3. The tier 2 hasn't even taken a bit of damage.
They only just took the T1. I mean, it's...
And Chakram gets stolen out by Rubik. Nice arrow onto Seam as Clitsy Bananas picks him up. Nice arrow coming forward here as Flares gets caught out. Does try to drop a Dagon. Habibi is going to get the cross kill on Ancient Apparition. He's going to try to die to the neutrals, but instead he's going to die and give a double kill to the Storm Spirit, who looks like he's heading for a fast Orchids. There's a slump coming forward here. Shaquille O'Neal gets the dunk on Marana. One Shadow Poison comes forward. Looks like he's going to get killed by the Radiant. So I guess that was quite okay carry for carry, and Bravado getting the kill first.
Well, 4 heroes actually ended up going down there from BVD over the course of that fight. If I'm not, it was Flares, Rubik, Seam, and the Centaur.
And I like what's happened here on the Shadow Demon. He's managed to pick up Arcane Boots, and he's gone for this very, very defensive Shadow Poison build in the sense of like being able to slow pushes down. Not defensive in the traditional sense. Disruption always stays at 2.5 seconds, so doesn't actually affect that.
Zero's been doing really well on the Shadow Demon in the last series as well, just to stop the Centaur Blink from being able to go off. Just keep on throwing out those Shadow Poisons onto the Centaur, just to make sure that if he wants to get a kill, he has to ulti. Steam may be in some trouble here. The arrow's going to go off, but they have no vision, and BVD are actually going to come in. So they're now 4 here from BVD. Doran is going to...
Stolen arrow by Rubik. Did such a good job there.
You're playing a hell of a game on that Rubik, Ben.
Yeah, apparently I am. And this is going to give an opportunity to take another key objective. Team scouting around there. They think that there might be someone like the Ancient Apparition just lurking in the jungle. Not going to catch him out this time, as Energy love to do that. They just love to just randomly hide in the jungle when they feel so safe. They know every juke spot on the map, I guess. And tier 1 tower going to take the fall here. Not a lot of damage has gone on to any of the Bravado tier 1s. I mean, nothing more than like about a quarter HP, a quarter damage done to any of the towers. We get Ancient Apparition here in the top lane, just trying to be greedy. I think he wants maybe a Bracer or something.
Do you think that Ian should maybe be trying to look to use Moonlight Shadow to try and get an initiation here? I mean, they know that BVD are most likely in their bush. Blob is farming top by himself, and I imagine that if BVD were on that side of the map, they probably would have killed him by now, especially with a Blink Centaur. So,
yeah, I really like this type of style of Dota. I mean, Nature's Prophet is a hero which is already very, very strong at getting up a huge amount of farm. They're kind of playing it as like a number 1 meets number 3. You know, the off-lane hero that becomes the carry, because Centaur's got his items up now. He's got a Blink Dagger, he's got a little bit more gold on top of that. I don't know if he's going to go Hood or if he's going to go Vanguard, but either way, he's just going to be like the kind of running around fighter carry of the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And Blaze is going to be the one who avoids fights where possible, but if he can come in and get a Dagon kill, he'll definitely do that.
Yeah, that Dagon's up to level 2, so it's got 500 damage burst underneath its... Considering that Ancient Apparition only has 600 damage, I'm pretty sure that a Nature's Prophet ulti and a Dagon would ensure a kill on him.
Oh, Zero's gonna scout out Seam here. He's actually not. He's invisible, and Seam's gonna blink dodge the second Shadow Wave and gonna just get out there. There's a TP coming in towards the top lane. It's gonna be scant. As Habibi also has a TP scroll here. He's just looking to do some split push. There's no reason for him to teleport, just to stand idly around at the top lane. There's 5 heroes top for Energy Esports. I think the action man is definitely going to be Storm here. Although TP clearing bottom, Klitzy Banana is going to try look for a kill on Habibi, or at least to defend this tower. They don't want to drop more objectives. They haven't been getting a good trade out of the tower race here.
No, they can't really afford to lose any more objectives without taking some by themselves. They're going to deny that T1 top, so that's at least some gold denied. Centaur is still looking for an initiation, yeah.
Oh, he misses with a stun, and now having to drop the Stampede. There's an AA ulti going in on the Centaur, and he's going to have to try to dodge out. Scant with a wonderful stun. Seems they pick up 2 off the backlines. Flares is going to die, but I think Zero is also going to die here, as the damage from a double edge comes in. Double kill for Seam, and a single kill there for Scant and for Flares. The Dagon got one of the kills, and then Flares, the only victim really to die here. But I mean, he is going Dagon, and there's still so much potential for him, so much space on the map that's being created by his teammates.
Yeah, really exceptional fight there. Brilliant stun coming out from Scant. I think it was a 2 or 3 man impale, and pretty much ensured those kills. I mean, Seam just destroyed with his side blades on those 2 heroes that were standing directly next to each other. I mean, it's the pretty much.
Coming here.
Oh, he's actually landed on Scant, but is he going to pounce to the high ground? He's just going to starfall from the low ground. Oh, really close.
Yeah, he would have actually possibly died if this Ice Vortex was down the magic buff that it provides. Could have been good.
Jump charge has been popped, and Zero is going to try fight on the high ground. Seam is taking a little bit of damage. He is going to freeze, but Flares comes in with the Dagon, and he's going to clean up Zero. Random Hero may be in some trouble now. The lift comes off from Rubik. Seam is taking a lot of damage. He's got to be careful. Random Hero is very low. Scant's still got to kill him up. So Seam manages to get away from that fight, and that's another 3 down without any deaths on the side of the Bravado.
Yeah, after Scant's 2 deaths, he actually hasn't managed to find opportunity to feed since. He's now 3 for 2 on a killing spree. And I think we're gonna have to have a quick look at the score.
Look where Flares just TP'd from. Here. Trying to get the courier kill.
Yeah, and he's got Dagon 3 up now. I mean, that's like an instant kill on most of the heroes here, except the Timbersaw. I think it's almost a guaranteed kill. We see that Marana didn't go for treads, but did go for drums. So 1000 HP on him. Not really that much on anyone else's. The Ancient Apparition makes a play, killing off Scant, and getting a fair amount of gold, I guess, for the Ancient Apparition. He looks like he's saving up for that points booster.
Yeah, and that should get him much closer to than he was a couple of seconds ago. So he's probably feeling good about himself. I think that's the first kill we've seen of an Ancient Apparition ulti this game. Yeah,
and Sentinel Warren picking up that casual cloak, going to be turning into a hood, one would think, in a short while. And he's also picked up the Ogre Club, so either going for Halberd or BKB, both are very, very appropriate in this game, because Morano's not going to have BKB for a short while. I don't think he'll be rushed. I think he needs the damage item first.
Yeah. Look at the vision coming up from BVD. I mean, they've got 4 wards basically on the enemy side of the map, so they know exactly where Ian is at all times.
There's going to be a big play here. As Centaur looking for a stun, catches out 2, Scant with the follow-up stun, Random Hero gets goobed, Doran's also dead, Zero's going to fall as well, and this is turning into a bit of a slam dunk as Flares gets up the final kill with his ultimate. It's just Ian Blob who manages to run away. That's Let's Get Party. And looking at the Bravado players balling down mid, they're going to want to just take out this tier 2 tower here. There's Treants as well, there's Refraction, which is doing so much of a good job in being able to tank this tower, but there is backdoor region up. Seam's going to dodge the ALT, and with the creep wave coming in here and these Treants, I think we're going to see this tower just take the fall.
Seam is just showing us exactly why we thought that he would play the TA. I mean, his net worth is almost up to 12,000 at the moment. He's more than double that of Klitzy Bananas, who's the highest net worth on the side of EN.
Oh, ball going into Donny. He's going to die here, but Doran's going to make plays to get out here. He's trying to bottle up, and he's going to be just fine as everyone else from Bravado just backed out. So nice snap over there by him. Having a look at the kills, Seam is 9 for 1. Definitely the most significant play. Random Hero 0 for 4. And yeah, I mean, the feed award goes in this game to Random Hero, but the game is still young. I think that there could be plays be made. Energy is by no means out, although it is going to be a massive uphill struggle for them to come back in. Scanter getting a pick off there along with Flares, dodging the arrow. He's got his blink dagger now. Flares going to put his sprouts on the ground here, so even if there was a bottom ulti, they wouldn't be able to chase into him. Ulti goes into the top lane, seems in a little bit of trouble. Soul Catcher and a disruption going off onto him. He's got refraction up. He's going to look to turn this around here. There's Flares coming in. Oh, the arrow! What an arrow by Clixy Bananas there. Seem just running right back into that, really.
Yeah, magnificent arrow from Clixy to get himself, I think, almost 1,000 gold. 835 gold for killing Seam, so he's going to feel a little bit better about himself. Maybe work towards that Yasha. Another arrow is going to go out, but it's not going to hit anyone.
Yeah, Flair's got his Dagon 5. What's he going to go now? Is he going to go his signature E-Blade, or is he going to get that Blink Dagger, which we also see him go for quite often? So the Dagon coming forward on Rubik. He's also got Timber Chain. He picks up and gets the kill. I think that he's going to die for this. It's going to tick down. Actually, maybe not. It's only a level 1 ulti. An Ancient Apparition.
And he's just 200 gold from getting a Dagon himself by the looks of things, unless that Staff of Wizardry is going towards a 4-staff, but I don't think so, considering that he's picked up an Null Talisman. I think they want to go full Dagon. And looking at the golden XP graph, we are 15,000 and 12,000, but this is exactly where Ian, if I've learned one thing from Energy Esports at Liberty Land so far, is that they may be down, but they're never out. They managed to come back from over 15,000 gold deficit yesterday to win game 1 against BBD Blue, I believe, so never count them out. Unfortunately, Shanks doesn't have the Ember Spirit, which played a big part in that game.
He's got the Storm Spirit, and
yeah,
it's 21 minutes in, he's 4 for 5 for 1, so he's not going to have that Orchids at the time that he'd like. It's probably going to be in the next 2 minutes or so, but it's really going to be all about like that kind of big fights after they get those items, because their Dagon's coming out here on the side of Bravado, and if they're just all Dagon separate targets, and Flares drops a good ulti, they can pretty much kill everyone except the Timbersaw straight up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be up to Ian to try get. I mean, there is no mech on either side, if I'm not mistaken. Good arrow combined with the AALT, but he's got a Daedalus. Yeah,
I just saw that. First item Daedalus, not the most effective DPS item, but you can get some big crits and some big plays can ensue. And Shaquille O'Neal pushing down the bottom lane. He's finishing up his BKB. This is Duran behind him. He's going to just zap away. As Seam's going to just be bringing down the creeps here. One of the treants takes the arrow hit, and the arrow response from Rubik there. Level 4 arrow is a nice spell to have as a Rubik in a game like this.
I love that Flares is trying to surround Seam.
It's making him immune to arrows, but he does have Blink Dagger.
And an Aegis, so even if he does get arrowed, he's still got a second chance at life.
Oh, Stampede getting used. The stun coming forward. Clixy Bernard is going to get grouped down. Double kill for Seam. It's Random Hero who's running away. He gets sprouted up. Flares gets the Dagon kill on that. GG gets called up by Ian Blob, and they're saying, okay, we've had enough. You guys take this one 2-1. Let's take it to game number 3. Well, game number 2. And just, we're going to have to win 3 in a row here, though. Energy Esports up against the wall. And congratulations, I guess, to Bravado taking game 1 in a very convincing manner.
Yeah, really well played from them. Their rotations were really good. They got up good levels on their supports, and then some early Blink Daggers and some early rotations pretty much ensured that their mid game was going to go fantastically well.
I mean, they won 2 lanes. The other lane they got experience out of very efficiently. We're going to jump straight into game number 2. Well, effectively it's game number 2, but the score is going to be 2-0 to BBD Emotion. They do take the winners brackets advantage of 1-0. And my name is Noxville. Joining me is none other than DeMoNiK, live at the Liberty Land here in Joburg, South Africa. And it's been a cracker of a tournament. Hopefully we're going to seal the deal in the next short while. And for Energy Esports hopes, I hope they're going to manage to bring this back, take it up to 2-1 and then 2-2.
Mhm.
We'll have to see, and we'll check you guys in just a few minutes.